The Miami Heat are at the All-Star break, and they are still upgrading their team, this time via buyout. We'll break down who this player is and what they're going to contribute to this Miami Heat team on this episode of Heat Digest. But first, remember to subscribe to the channel, as 92% of you guys are not currently subscribed, and we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're actually just less than 50 away. We appreciate your support. Now let's get to it and break down who the newest member of this Miami Heat team is and going to be. His name is Delon Wright, and as of yesterday, Woj tweeted this: the Washington Wizards guard Delon Wright has agreed on a contract buyout, clearing the way for him to sign with the Miami Heat upon clearing waivers. His agent Greg Lawrence tells ESPN another dependable veteran for the Heat's rotation. Now, it's Delon Wright. If you recognize the name, it's because his brother was a longtime Heat player, and it seems like they're excited. Darrell tweeting Heat culture, and Delon retweeting it, or quote tweeting it with LFG, let's fucking go. It seems like the Wright family is excited to have a full circle moment. Darrell Wright, the brother of Delon Wright, our newly acquired wing player, retweeting this post from Heat Nation saying, full circle, this is dope. And on the left, obviously, is Darrell Wright, the longtime Heat player who was drafted by Miami and played 6 seasons for us. And now the newly acquired Delon Wright coming over from Washington. This is going to be great for the Miami Heat. This is another wing-based guard type of player. He's not really an offensive threat, as these stats show you. This is not a great season for him. These are his career stats: 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, while shooting 45%. But again, it's not really the offensive numbers that are going to get it done for you. He's more of an energy guy, a glue type of guy, a real defensive-minded, hustling type of player, and I can't wait to see him fit in to this Miami Heat team and culture, more than anything the culture, as he really is going to fit in well. Right now, he's listed as the backup point guard behind Terry Rozier. We have to remind ourselves that this is the reason the Miami Heat probably brought in another ball-handling guard, another defensive-minded guard, is due to the fact that Rozier, one, is listed as out. We don't really know his exact return date. It could be in the first week after the All-Star break. He could take another week off after this All-Star break, depending on how his knee is feeling and doing. Butler is anticipated to return in the first game back after the All-Star break against the New Orleans Pelicans. But again, we are unsure about that due to Jimmy's mental health and everything else going into the scenario he is dealing with. And then finally, Josh Richardson, who is definitely going to miss the most time out of the 3 players listed as out due to the fact that he has a right shoulder dislocation. And just for perspective, Julius Randle, when the Miami Heat played the New York Knicks on February 1st of this year, of this month, 16 days ago, he went down late in that game with a shoulder dislocation as well. He is still yet to make a return. Just for some perspective for what to expect on a timeline basis for Josh Richardson, we may be without him for at least another 10 days to 14 days. And again, we needed another defensive-minded guy, and that's what we got in a veteran type of role with Delon Wright. He is overall a great defender, and I can't wait to see how he fits in. These are his career stats by year. The one thing I want to highlight is the steal numbers. He's averaged a steal per game every year of his career, excluding the first 2. And obviously, he wasn't getting a lot of playing time, 8.5 minutes his first year. The second year, he got a bit more at 18.3. His number is just under 1 steal per game. And then after that, it's at least 1 steal per game, just over 1.5 over the last 5 seasons in the steals category. It's going to be awesome to see this guy in a Miami Heat uniform, strictly due to the fact that when we need a defensive stop, when we need someone to step up and stop someone like James Harden when we play the Clippers, and as he killed us last time, or someone like Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, I can't wait to see Delon Wright really match up against these guys, because I feel like he's going to be a difference maker, not with just the defense, but the energy plays, the hustle plays, and just that dog mentality. I feel like it really fits him well, and he'll fit in the Heat culture perfectly. Now, here's his plus minus from year to year. Some years aren't great, but you have to realize the teams he's playing for. Like this year, his plus minus is minus 49. He's been playing for the Washington Wizards all year long. That team is abysmal. They haven't done anything all year long. and he's just been a role player on a bad team. Now he's coming to a good team in the Miami Heat. Once again, going to be a role player. I feel like his role will be significantly bigger than the one in Washington, as he's not really contributing to winning, as no one on that team really is, excluding Kyle Kuzma. But over here in Miami, I feel like he's going to be a valuable asset for the Miami Heat, not just through the course of the game, but especially down the stretch with defense in mind. I feel like this guy is going to just be a perfect glue guy for the Miami Heat. For his career in 7 of the 9 seasons, like you guys saw, he is a plus on the plus side of his plus minus. And for his career, he's at a plus 353 plus minus. Just great stuff overall. He really, when he goes onto the court, it produces wins. It produces good defense, which allows our team or the offensive team to score, whatever team he is on, really. But again, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun to see this guy playing for the Miami Heat. It's going to be just a good combination of defense with the offense we already have with Rozier, Hero, Butler, obviously, this and Duncan Robinson. I just really can't wait to see. It's going to be interesting how the minutes break down now that Jaime Jaquez moves farther back in the rotation. Duncan even may be moving farther back in the rotation, and now Tyler Hero won't have to run as much of the point guard role for the Miami Heat. So it might take a little bit of pressure off of him and his facilitating abilities and needs, if you will. So again, let Rozier rest. We are going to have to let Richardson rest because he will not be able to come back for at least 10 days to maybe even 2 weeks, unfortunately. And hopefully Butler returns in the first game back. It was anticipated he was only missing the 2 games after the Boston game. He missed Philly. He missed Milwaukee. We are now at the All-Star break. He's going to have a full 7 days to recover and do whatever he needs to do, as well as Rozier is, to then be able to return following the All-Star break. Whether or not that is the case, we are waiting to find out as we get more and more updates from Shams and Woj and the rest of the Heat, really, our organization. When things are made public, you guys will know because we will come to you and let you guys know. But let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think of the signing of Delon Wright? Do you guys think we got better? Do you think we'll get worse? Do you think it is going to really do anything for the Miami Heat, or is it just another guy to fill out the rotation? Let me know down in the comments. I think it's a great signing for the Miami Heat, and I can't wait to see how it plays out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.